packed up and came.
To see.
Yeah, they did. They could have just gone to Philadelphia. They came from Philly.
Good Lord. What happened to your dad, and what happened to this other guy?
Well, my father was lying. His door was open.
Mm-hmm.
He was laying on the running board. There was a running board on the car then.
Okay.
Blood. I thought he was dead.
Uh-huh.
I did. I thought he was dead. But the blood was coming from his head. He had a hole in his head.
Oh.
Not that I knew then, but I knew he was bleeding terrible in a horrible spot.
Sure.
And I'm screaming and crying and yelling, going crazy.
I'm sure.
Because I was actually asleep when the bump came.
Oh, you were sleeping. It was probably best.
I was tired. I worked hard. I wasn't used to being up late at night.
Oh, it was at night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it had to be 12 or 1 o'clock.
Oh, my Lord. I didn't realize it was, I wasn't picturing it like that.
Yeah, when you go to those auctions, that's what you do.
Oh,
They still do it, I believe.
Wow.
Somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. Is there a drink? So, he wasn't drinking, though. It was the other guy.
Him, but he had his little flask in the trunk of the car.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Pepsi Cola. Wait a minute. He had just a Pepsi. He didn't even carry his little bottle anymore, I don't think, anywhere. When he carried the Pepsi. He'd always get a carton of 6. We couldn't drink his soda.
The bottles. Mm-hmm.
Big bottles, too, then.
The big, tall bottles with the cap on there, on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that man's car flipped upside down.
Mm.
I thought that man would have gotten killed.
Yeah.
Because when I'm laying on the ground and the car lights were even with me, and I'm going blink, blink, blink,
mm-hmm.
and I'm thinking, I'm down here, you know, at least I came right out of it, you know.
Yeah, right.
And here that car was upside down, and he was yelling, get that man out of there.
Who?
It was a big colored man.
Oh.
Who hit us.
Uh-huh. And your dad was yelling, get the man out of
that colored man that hit us was yelling that. My father was just laying there.
Oh, and he was
He was just laying there. Like.
Oh. So he was talking about your father when he was saying, get that man out of there.
Well, because that lady and man were there.
Mm-hmm.
How in the world, I guess, I don't remember a phone being nearby, but how'd the ambulance know? I don't know.
Yeah, right.
It didn't seem long to
There's
me.
no houses around there or anything, right? It was pretty much empty farmland or whatever.
No. The church was on the one side. That's still there, I think. Mm-hmm. But I forget what else. But there's a house or something here and there. Mm-hmm. You're getting winkies over there.
Oh, it's just my cell phone.
Little winkies. Yeah, so then this ambulance came from nowhere and took him to Atlantic City Hospital. Good Lord, he stayed there, I guess it was just about a month. Uh-huh. Broken leg, big time.
Your dad? Yeah.
Walked with a cane for a long time.
Wow.
Long time. And then off to school I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my last big fling to go there to the auction.
Wow.
Car was totaled.
Did you get another car after that? I mean, it had to be...
Yeah, it was quite a bit later.
Yeah, I'm sure. They're expensive. It had to be hard to afford a car, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Did you ever find out what happened to the other man?
No.
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 But he was alive at the accident, so...
Well, he was yelling, yeah, he was pretty alert.
Yeah. And you were okay, other than the
bruises and the cinders in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
this one arm probably hurts yet sometimes because of that.
Mm-hmm.
But very seldom I don't think about it.
It could
Then I
also
think
hurt
that's
from those,
that.
all those, that wood you had to carry too, I suppose.
Yeah, who knows? But that
Jeez.
was the biggie, I
That's
think,
tough.
that accident.
What
He
did
could do
you? So this is a
anything.
totally different subject. But what did you look like as a young girl?
What did I look like?
What did you look like?
Fatso.
Oh, stop.
I was chubby. I always had bangs, which I still like.
Mm-hmm.
Bangs, straight hair.
Oh, you had straight hair.
Straight hair.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always pretty short.
Brown hair.
Yeah. Light, like a light brown.
Oh, see, in the pictures it looks darker.
Always looks black in pictures.
Right.
And Mildred was blondie. Her hair looks black. I have one picture in my bedroom where she's a working gal when she worked with a lawyer.
Uh-huh.
It looks black. That color doesn't pick up right at all in a camera,
Yeah.
it seems.
Right. Right.
Yeah, I was just a normal looking brat. I still get teased.
Why?
One of Mildred's best friends is, I went to school with him,
Uh-huh.
so I stayed friendly with he and his wife
Right.
through Mildred. He still teases me.
Mm-hmm.
He used to stick my hair in the well, in the ink well. We had an ink well sitting in the desk.
Yeah.
You've seen pictures of him, I'm sure.
That's how you would write?
No, he would stick my hair in it.
Oh.
Yeah, we would naturally put a pen in it and write with
Yelling
it.
at me.
Do you have the answer?
No, my phone is yelling at me. It's telling me that it's low on battery. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, so there was points where my hair was longer. That was in the 8th grade. I'm thinking of right now.
So then you would have to write with, oh, you had the pen and you would dip it in the ink and that's how you would write at school, your papers or whatever.
Our penmanship.
Your penmanship, right?
Penmanship.
Was that always a big thing in school?
Oh yeah.
What else was a big thing? Geography,
History.
arithmetic, history? Really?
History, it seems to me, yeah, the one I
Yeah.
hated.
Yeah.
Hated it.
What did you like the best?
Art.
Art.
The penmanship I loved.
Mm-hmm.
There was an art to that too, when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
We had a special teacher come in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget her, Miss Hawes. And we had to go like this with the pen, with ink. Make these circles
Mm-hmm.
and make it look like a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it on the paper,
Mm-hmm.
you were supposed to be able to look through it.
Mm-hmm.
90% of the kids couldn't do that. I loved it. And you had to have your arm going perfect, like this,
Yeah.
down flat,
Right.
to do it. You'd pick your arm up and do it like
Yeah.
this.
That's why they couldn't do it.
Yeah. Simple things that
Right.
they made it hard.
Yeah.
And then we had to do the upstroke.
Uh-huh.
Did you do it?
No. I'm terrible at cursive.
You never did that.
Terrible at it. I wish I knew how to do it. I'm terrible at it. And you know, there are some schools today that don't even teach cursive.
Well, there's a reason why. Takes longer.
I guess.
It
but
takes a while to teach it, I think.
it does. It does.
How about that?
Alyssa tries to. She's so curious about cursive. You know, she's
How
just
about
learning
that?
her print. And she's so curious about cursive. She just thinks that it's cursive if she takes the printed letters and swirls them together.
Oh. No, it doesn't work that way.
She swirls them all together. I said, no, honey.
Oh, that's going to mix up her brain.
Yeah.
She does it on her own.
It looks pretty though when she does it.
Does it really?
She makes big swirly cues and you know.
Oh, you gotta send me something she does.
I will.
I'll bet you they're talking about you all the time.
I don't know.
Well, if Dad keeps him busy as he was,
Yeah,
he'll run down.
They sound like they miss me.
Oh,
They
sure.
sound like they miss me now.
For
so.
sure, yeah.
I miss them.
Yeah, I didn't mean to get on that subject.
No, that's
I know
all.
you
That's
could
all
think
right.
about it when you're alone enough.
That's all right. What
Such cute kids.
What? Thank you. Oh, tell me about when you met Grandpa. How did you meet?
How did I meet? Oh boy, that was a blind date.
Who set it up?
His sister.
Aunt Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your friend?
I met her because she worked where my sister Emma worked as a waitress. That's how I met her.
Where was that at?
Right in Hamilton, of course.
Mhm.
Everything was centered in Hamilton.
In Hamilton.
Yeah.
The restaurant is probably gone now, I would assume.
I don't know. No, it's still there.
What's it called?
Different
What was it
name.
called? Different name, but the building is still there, you think?
Yeah.
In downtown Hamilton or
It's
more?
It's on the White Horse Pike, which is just the edge of the edge of center of town.
I remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we went up there a lot for different.
Mm-hmm.
They used to have. They still do, I think, have produce stands and all up there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where. Let me see. I think that's where I met her. Because Emma worked at another place before that. Yeah, then I worked there for a while. I was not a good waitress. Not a good waitress. Emma was perfect. She was so good. Really. And she looked so nice.
Mm-hmm.
The white uniform, like a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
White nylon.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. I looked like it, but, I had a curve then myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not a waitress. I was clumsy.
Mm-hmm.
The men made me nervous, especially the men. They would tell me they wanted something. How many different guys? One didn't know from the other what they did to me. They knew I was new. See, Hamilton was a clique to begin with. And if they would tease me, I would get real red in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would get so nervous that I couldn't remember what they're telling me they wanted for their breakfast, especially.
Right.
1 egg, 2 eggs, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'd write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Then they would get their order with 2 eggs. I'm not paying you for 2 eggs. I only ordered 1.
Oh no.
How many times? They must have sent the message through. You do it tomorrow and you do it next week or whatever.
That's just mean.
Yeah. They knew I was the way I was. I didn't last long. I didn't want to be there.
Well, who would want to deal with that?
I didn't want to be there.
That's
Emma,
terrible.
she was good. She didn't bother
Well,
me.
they probably didn't. She had the confidence, and they probably didn't mess with her like that.
I don't know. I don't know. But it was an experience. I didn't want to stay with it.
So okay, so that's how you met Annie Angie, and then she set you up with Grandpa?
She made a date for him. He wanted a date because she was going out with her boyfriend and another girl and her boyfriend. And Michael had no girlfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He was through with his girlfriend. Didn't like her anymore. What happened? So, we were still friends later, though. We were still friends of her sister. That's how come he met this girl that, was his girlfriend right before Meg.
Mm-hmm.
So at any rate, how did it happen? Says, okay, I guess Angie's the one that set it up.
She was older than you by a few years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
She looked good for her age, though.
Yeah. And he,
I don't know how much older she was than Mike. She never wanted to talk about age.
right.
I never minded.